Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is John speaking, aka Athena123. I am one who makes videos of the game League of Angels 2. I am just here now to make a kind of quick response to all their abusements. I have pictures and stuff, so hopefully you guys will see what they're doing to their players. And it's not fair at all. They make a assist system, and it's bugged. Of course people are going to abuse it for personal gain. It's just logic. If it's like putting a hungry kid in a candy store for freaking, how long was it, 12 hours, and tell him not to eat anything, and if he turns out the moderators and stuff is kinda going crazy. They're removing a lot of resources from something which is their fault, and they're blaming the players to, yeah, you shouldn't abuse bugs, but of course people are going to abuse bugs when it's for personal gain. Everyone was doing it, literally everyone, and they are punishing everyone. So let's get into the pictures, I guess. This here is one of the pictures. Since March 22nd, you have used an in-game bug abusement. It has brought a huge disadvantage. Please contact us to that email, or we will take away some of your resources and suspend your character for 7 days or even worse. This was for quests. This was for someone who is whip 13, who has put thousands of dollars into the game, who has put probably $6,000–7,000 into the game, probably even more, $8,000. And they're treating the person like trash. Like, yeah, we don't care what you have done for us. You abused a bug which was our fault initially. And they're threatening people to suspend their accounts for it. Here is another one. They're removing Wicked Ore and other resources. They're removing even more Wicked Ore from... This is one person, this is another person. They're removing diamonds. This was from me, and Wicked Ore. They're removing, because I didn't have enough diamonds to remove, they removed some of my other resources. They're removing so much. They are. It's their fault, right? They're making an assist mode, and they expect people not to abuse a bug. It's so silly of them, and then they're punishing people who did it. Of course, I understand a punishment is set. Of course, a punishment is alright, but threatening to ban people, being so rude, and threatening to suspend accounts if they don't email people. Who does that? No game I've ever been to has been that unprofessional and stupid, pretty much. I don't understand why they are doing what they're doing. Then I came across this page. Of a moderator called Iseline. She's saying you should be happy they only took a few diamonds from you in this matter. They also took other resources. They took a lot of wicked ores and other resources, and they're threatening to ban people, because initially they were talking about banning people. Like, they're making a new system with a bug, and everyone abuses it, and they're just going to ban everyone. What the frick is the point in that? And to be honest, I think punishment for the exploit of this dungeon sweeper has been decided yet. It hasn't been decided yet. So they're still thinking about banning people for using a bug they made. You gotta remember, all this is GTA's fault. Everything is GTA's fault. They're making a system with a bug, and they expect, yeah, everyone here is knights in shining armor. They would never abuse bugs. Of course everyone would use a bug. If you had the opportunity to get several hundred thousands of wicked ores and a lot of resources to improve yourself a lot, wouldn't you take it? I think that's what most people did, and they're just being assholes about it. How GTA should have treated this: they should have removed 50% of the resources. They shouldn't have removed any diamonds or any other resources. And I should have said, please do not use bugs again. But they shouldn't threaten you, contact us within 3 days or get suspended or banned. so they shouldn't be such assholes about it, because it's their fault. They have to meet, say our stairs is this way and their stairs is this way. We should meet in the middle rather than they just dragging down their stairs and being shitty about it. That being said, it is known that they are still dealing with the punishments for lost challenge exploit, so maybe that's why you lost your diamonds. That being said, why do you guys think it's okay to abuse something that is obviously not right or a bug? Right or a bug? What the fuck are you meaning? Of course... of course it's okay to abuse a bug. Wouldn't you abuse it yourself? I'm sure you're sitting on your high horse. No, I would never abuse a bug, just because you're getting diamonds from the developers. You should, of course, when it's presented to you, many people, very, very many people want to use the bug for personal gain. It's like... it's just how it is. It's straight up how it is. If there's a bug presented to you, of course you're going to abuse it if it gives you a lot of stuff. And people don't really care on the consequences on that part, because people think GTA Arcade or Yuzu is a professional company who will take this on themselves, take this blame, because it's actually their fault. It's not the player's fault for making a system which hasn't been tested yet. The developers is just making systems without anyone trying it out. If the developers made this system and had a few test players run it, they could have avoided all this. But instead they're just releasing it to the masses, server 1 to 28, and let everyone test it out, and if it's abusable, people will abuse it, and then they're punishing people for it. I don't see the logic in that. I don't see the logic in it at all. Hopefully a developer watches this and thinks the same. Then she's coming. Stop hiding behind the phrase, it's GTA's fault. It is GTA's fault. They released the system prematurely. They had no testers, and they just let server 1 to 28 have it. And when there's a bug, of course people are going to abuse it. You're silly and living in a dream world if you think no one is going to abuse it. Wrong. We are held for actions in your game, and the developers is held for their actions by creating new system without properly testing them. So if you're using if you're using a feature you see is not operating as it should for your own advantage, that's all on your end. It's not on our end, and you should expect to be punished. I of course expected to be punished. There's no doubt about that. But I didn't know the developers would be so freaking childish to threaten to ban people for using a bug that they created initially. Because it is the game's fault for not testing this. It is fully 100% the game's fault for making the system and releasing it without testing it. It is not the player's fault for doing it. The players will of course abuse it. There's no doubt. Of course people abuse it. I abused it, everyone abused it. It's because it's the game's fault. It's their bug. We gained from it. Get over it. Take the blame. Go on. Instead of threatening to ban people and suspend their accounts. It's so unprofessional. I have played many games over my days, but I've never met a game with a leadership who's acting like they are right now. And they're totally separated from your players. If you didn't know, there are junior moderators such as Isolin, senior moderators who help junior moderators. Then they report to super moderators who then talk to the developers. That's how the system works. The developers is completely shut out from the players. They don't even know the players, and yet they're threatening to ban players. It's like they don't understand what being a player means. It's like they haven't come across this problem themselves. And it's very, very unfortunate that I don't care about players. This just proves that I don't care about players at all. They're harsh, they're unfair, they're unjust to players. And it's very, very bad, in my opinion. I wish they would have fixed everything, and I wish they would change, you know? I wish they would change. And be more understanding. Yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Hopefully you guys liked this, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Goodbye.